Right, so let's see. Looks good. So yeah, hey everyone, welcome to today's stream. 100% LP, well done. No, I like to make sure the stream's all good. Yeah, I mean, is there any lag? Let's see. There we go, all good. I know the levels are working because I spotted that as I was saying all that. You're pretty spot on, 100%. Oh, how you doing, LP? How are you doing? But yeah, we're back in Shadowbringers, ready to complete patch 5.3 today. I'm really hoping this doesn't take us like 3 hours to get 4 quests done. We'll probably... Do we want to get started on patch 5.4? Yeah, if we get 5.3 done quick, we'll get 5.4 started. And that gives us a bit of a head start for the weekend. Yes, because next time I stream Final Fantasy after today will be on the weekend. Let's just move the mic a bit. I just want to... There we go. I don't know if you guys could hear any of that noise. I'm hoping you couldn't. Hanging in there. In-laws have headed home, but the wife's stayed home sick, so still don't have the house to myself. Oh, bless. Are you looking after her? Right, let's have a chat with Ustola. Nothing unsaid. Ustola's eyes seem to be staring into your very soul. Oh, okay. It's a bit creepy. Sunbucks, if you're ready, would you recount to us how the day unfolded? I'm guessing this is she's asking this because we defeated the leader bus. I've also, I've had a bit of time to think about the story so far, and I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that neither Elidibus, Emmett or La Habrea are actually dead. There's two possibilities. It's either then none of them are dead, or by killing Elidibus, we allowed him to essentially return to be the heart of Zodiac, which has woken Zodiac up, which then triggers Endwalker. Alternatively, that's not the case. Then they can't be dead because they're the only 3 Ascians that can actually pull off the plan that triggers the end of world. You know, the conclusion. You know, without them, Hydael and Zodiac aren't an issue, basically. Anyway, you redeemed a hydrate. Go on then. This is for you. Is that light changing? No, it should be all good. I think it's fine. Okay. Right. Yeah, so Sunbucks, if you're ready, would you count to us today how the day unfolded? So cutscene. Awesome. That community picks my next job thing's really getting along. Really getting up there. Voice scene? Or am I starting the day with voices on my own? Ah, I've got to voice it myself. So, you reached out to Elidibus at the last, and his heart was moved. So we know, yeah, so we know that Crystal Exarch died. He did actually die. That was interesting. Yeah, we know he's dead. We'll say, you know, it changed nothing, because it didn't. Like, nothing really changed. Crystal Exarch died, you know. And I'm not convinced it's over with Elidibus anyway. Perhaps not. Ultimately, you had no choice but to strike him down. But the important thing is, though violence proved unavoidable, you did at least come to understand your foe. And in knowing his hopes and dreams, do we best remember him and his legacy. So long as they remain unforgotten, the love he and his brethren bore for one another, and the star may yet be rewarded. Okay. You said that an ancient came to your aid, but how is that possible? Am I going to show him the stone? A gift from Emmett Selk. He knew of Elidibus's plight. Foreseeing his own death, he made provision to bring Elidibus's suffering to an end, lest his friend be left to continue the struggle alone. Or so I wildly speculate. It is unlikely you will ever know the truth. The best we can do is to remember events as they happened, no more and no less. As the Ronkin so rightly put it, history is learned, not lived. Oh, it's interesting, isn't it? Is it possible that Emmett really was on our side the whole time? And, like, him becoming Hades and us going against us was all just like an act. Like, he knew we'd kill him, and it was all an act, and, you know, it was all to stop Elidibus. That would be real interesting. That would be a twist. I'll admit that. That would be a twist. Ah, there you all are. Oh, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Oh, hey, Becklug. How you doing? My friend, we were given to understand thou wert injured. Shouldst thou not be abed? Lie down at a time like this? Don't be absurd. I would have come sooner had the guards not made such a fuss. Now, tell me what's happened. Where's the Exarch? He's dead. It's just me. It's the game really quiet. Like, it isn't for me, but it looks like it is on OBS. I haven't turned anything down, I don't think. I see. Oh, that's me telling. Oh. Sunbucks, will you show me his spirit vessel? Is this where she's going to say it's intact and it's fine when you get back to your world? He'll, you know, be all good. Yeah, let's, yeah, you gave it a hotfix. Yes, both his soul and memory seem intact. Good. Unlike the others, his Aether was not highly charged, and so it did not seem necessary to employ a familiar for the imbuing. But I needed to be certain all the same. Oh, what a relief. Then 'tis but a question of restoring his soul unto his flesh. And as thou didst lately tell me, the success of this process resteth on no more than our friend's soul recognizing his flesh as its own. Given his apparent desire to return to the source of Sunbucks, one wouldn't think his soul would be only too happy to be home, no? But one would think his soul would only be too happy to be home, no? Surely it wouldn't balk at the relative newness of its accommodation. So no one would hope, but none can speak for the Exarch's heart of hearts, and if he can no longer speak for himself. Furthermore, though I have drawn upon all of my not inconsiderable experience to predict the outcome, the fact remains that there is no direct precedent for what we are attempting. Will his body accept his soul? Will his essences blend properly? Will he awaken whole of mind? Any number of things could go awry. Interesting. Yeah. Assuming I had succeeded in tempering your expectations, I should have probably add that I did ask the Exarch if he still wished to return to the source in full knowledge of the risks. A simple enough question, one would think, warranting a single word reply, yet the answer I received was rather longer than that. Almost comically so, in fact. Regardless, out of respect for him, I should attempt to recite it, with a certain amount of poetic license. As I grew older, the burdens I carried became ever more numerous, burdens which weighed upon my hopes, burying them deep within my breast, so deep that I couldn't be certain they were still there. But when I look around me, I'm reminded that no matter how deeply buried they may be, our hopes never truly disappear. No, they are always with us, guiding us, driving us. I see it in Vorthri, who sought to vindicate his existence by creating his paradise. I see it in Ranjit, who forsook his life's cause in order to protect that which he held most dear. I see it in the people who choose to struggle rather than surrender to despair. And though our struggles may differ greatly, since the very beginning of time, they have all shared that one common thread: hope. We struggle because we have hope, and when the time comes, I too will embrace mine. I will follow my heart, regardless of the risks. And I will live with all my being, as befits one who has been granted a second chance. Aww. There, I told you it was long, and unspeakably sentimental to boot. One would think them the outpourings of a dewy-eyed boy, not the old man the Exarch seems to believe he is. I mean, really, he's scarcely been alive as long as I've been in hiding. I dare say he is blushing in his vessel. Speaking of which, we should make ready for our journey. Time remains of the essence after all. Needless to say, once we leave, there is no guarantee that we can return. If anyone has any unfinished business, now isn't the time to see to it. Yeah, I've just realised actually, with the Exarch dead, that sort of nips the... Like, there was a concept I was thinking that maybe the Exarch would make it possible for them to return to the first at will, like we can, but with him now... With him now dead, maybe not, but... It has just occurred to me, all of his memories are in the crystal. Once they merge with his past self in our time, he will have all the memories, which means that he would, like, if he had planned on bringing everyone back to the first, you know, so they can come at will, like we can, then when we get to the source, his old younger self will just, you know, he'll oh yeah, I was going to do that, I'll do that, so, you know, so maybe it's not over yet. I must pay a visit to Slitherborough. Let us reconvene here and on. Oh, you know I'm going to Slitherborough, don't you? Or at least I'm going everywhere. There remain some few matters which require mine attention in Ilmeg. May I leave Thancred in thy care, child? Oh, poor Thancred. I've been meaning to go get some flowers from Imphelia. I thought you might help me choose them. And then we could go to Nabarthareng together one last time. Aww. A fine suggestion. Lead on. And then I'm guessing these two... Well, she's probably going to go to Amarang and he's going to go to Yulmore. There we go. Well, it's back to Yulmore for me. Amongst other things, I owe the mayor an apology about his airship. Yeah, that's fair. I assume you have places of your own to be, Alice. I shall see you later. Yeah, she's probably going to go back to the camp, isn't she, in Amarang. I'm getting the feeling that she's going to be the focus of this quest. As you probably guessed, I'm going to pay a visit to the inn at Journey's Head. But I want you to come too. Yeah, there we go. The inn at Journey's Head. That's the camp I was on about. I realise you don't need to say any farewells, but the Exarch does, if only in spirit, so I thought you might bring him along, so to speak. I'm sure he'd love the thought of being lugged about on his hero's back. So let's be off, shall we? Can't wait to hear how Howrick's doing. Yeah, let's hear about Howrick. I have completely forgotten what we ended up calling that guy. That Howrick. We gave him a funny name, and I've completely forgotten what it was. Can I please, there we go. Trying to click on the Aether. Right. We're all good. We're all good. But yeah, here we go. Right. Let's just, before we do have a chat with her, let's just see if we can find Howrick ourselves. Normally he's sat right here. Like he's normally sat on this chair. I don't see him anywhere, so that could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. What's going on? No, none of you. Yeah, I don't see him anywhere, so unless he's in here. No. Not up there. Let's have a chat with Alice. Let's see what's going on. Howrick! Howrick! Oh god, don't tell me he's wandered off again. Quickly, Sunbucks, we have to find him. Oh, okay, so it wasn't just me that noticed he's gone. Oh, Alice, I didn't see you there. If you're looking for Howrick, he's gone for a walk with one of the others. If they were planning to visit the graveyard, if I'm not mistaken. Well, that's a relief. Shall we adjourn to the graveyard then? Yeah, go on then. I don't know where this graveyard is. I don't think I've ever visited the graveyard. Like, I know it's right outside, I can see it on the map, but I'm just gonna fly. Oh, here we go. Here he is. He's still really pale, so we've got to remember that. There he is. I was afraid he wandered off again. Oh, there's no need to worry. Howrick's safe and well. He's been showing good progress and he likes to go for walks of late. Though his steps usually bring him to this particular spot. Oh, I wasn't aware he had family here. He doesn't. It's Tesleen. Her sword, that is. Yeah. We buried it here in her honour. Yeah. Because there's no body to bury. We kind of killed her. Whoops. To be fair, it wasn't her. It was a sin eater. Anyway, so he remembers. Oh yeah, that was the last time you wandered off. Ooh. What brings you back so soon? Out of interest? I didn't think the next round of treatments was due yet. No, it isn't. Look, I realise this is sudden, but I've come to say goodbye. It's time for me to return home. But rest assured, the treatments will continue. Bet Clug will come to oversee them in my stead. I see. You did mention that you and your friends were searching for a way home. Needless to say, we'll be sorry to see you go, but I know everyone will be happy for you, truly. Happy and grateful. You've done so much for us, achieved what none of us dared hope was possible. And we'll see to it that your good work continues, and that no more poor souls are buried here before their time. So rest easy, and take care. We wish you every happiness. Thank you. I will miss you all. Aww. But it isn't the time to say our farewells quite yet. So if there are any tasks that you need doing, hunting beasts, fetching water, and what have you, just say the word. I mean to make use of every last moment here, after all. Oh, he speaks! The time left to you is precious. I think that's the first time he's spoken. Shoot. That's right, Halric. That's exactly right. Those words will guide you true, so never forget them. And neither will I. Aww. Aww. Bless. I get the feeling we're going to need to travel to Yormor or Ilmeg or something. No, still speak of Alisei. Okay. What? I'm not crying. I just have sand in my eye, that's all. As I mentioned, I mean to stay here as long as possible. In the meantime, perhaps you could go and look in on the others. There we go. Alphino, for instance, if anyone is crying, it'll be him. I knew we'd be going to Yormor. Oh. Here we go. Let's go to Yormor. Then we'll sort. Then we go to Thancred, I'm guessing. Then Urianger, and then Yustola. We're going to go in reverse order. Ooh. Interesting. Cutscene in the moment we get here. That's weird. Don't tend to see that. Just because like Yormor's like a public area, you know.
Oh, Alpha, no.
I mean, okay, poor Miss Chai, but why is this one voiced and the other ones weren't?
Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes.
Aww.
The thought of never seeing you again is more than my poor heart can bear.
Oh, bless. She gets so emotional, doesn't she? Oh. These two seem to be taking it well.
Oh, it's you. As you can see, Alphino has broken the news.
Yeah, I see that.
I don't know how to console her. She thinks we'll be lost without him.
I think you're fine. I think you'll be fine. Oh, a picture paints 1,000 words. I like it. I like it. Little callback to earlier.
You'll never let me forget it, will you?
No.
I'll have you know I completed the promised painting in the end. Be that as it may, there are times only words will suffice.
No, I'm fine. Go on, what are you going to say?
Lady Chai, I have a confession to make.
Go on. Usually good with words.
On the day we ousted Lord Vorthree, when I revealed the truth of his tyranny and your complicity in his crimes, I did so with great trepidation. Not out of fear that you wouldn't listen, but that you might never recover.
No.
There was a time when I too, in my hubris, believed myself worthy to lord it over others. And when the lie was laid bare, when I was forced to confront the cost, the lives lost, it all but destroyed me. To awaken from a naive dream to so harsh a reality, I would have understood had you all surrendered to despair. But you didn't surrender. Far from it. You picked yourselves up and rose to the challenge.
There we go.
You found
Little
a
pep
path
talk.
forward and the strength to walk it, and to keep walking it, day after day. But what struck me is how much faster you found it than I did.
Oh, well, Alpha, no, that's just because you were a snobby little brat before.
Really? That felt pretty slow to me. But rest assured, we'll make Yulmore into a nation anyone would be proud to call home. Eventually.
You know, I might not like voicing this guy, because for some reason I don't feel like I get his voice right. But I'm going to miss him. I'm definitely going to miss him. You know?
You can still come and go as you please, I believe. When we have good tidings to report, I may trouble you to be their bearer.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yeah. What makes you think I'm coming back? I'm not coming back. No.
There may also be less than good tidings, in which event I hope I can trouble you for your counsel.
I'm going to literally become the messenger. Oh.
I should be honored to provide it, Master Chai.
I've just wondered if Faerie and the Fae folk can interact, shall we say, send messages and whatnot, like between the worlds. Could they, in theory, implement a link pearl like sort of link between them, literally allowing them to talk? That'd be interesting.
Oh, Alphino, I know you aren't one to sit still, but do remember to take your ease from time to time.
Just realised her hand is bigger than his head.
And no matter where you are, remember that there are people here who are praying for your health and happiness.
Yeah, literally, her hand is the size of his head. She could probably crush his head in just like one grab. Is she gonna...
Brave and gentle artist. You have our love, now and always.
Is she gonna do to him what she did to Chai Nuz? She gonna like hug him and end up breaking his back? That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
And you mine. Please take care.
Oh, he's gonna cry. Okay, so I get the feeling these final 3 quests are literally just saying farewell to everyone. Interesting. I wonder if this one ends here. Yes, this one ends here, and then I'm guessing the next one is going to be both Thancred / Reen and Urianger. Maybe. We'll see, we'll see. Tis a strange feeling, Sunbucks, to stand in the company of our friends, knowing that I will never see them again. I struggle to reconcile it in my mind. Ignorant. Hey, Strange Smith, how you doing? What's ignorant? Who's ignorant? But this I know, I shall cherish my memories of Norvran, of every soul I met here, for the rest of my days. And I shall look forward to your tales of their endeavours. There we go. Nice. On to the next one. Journey continues. His business concluded, Alphino turns his attention to yours. My business? I don't have any business. Alfred, I think you're forgetting I can come and go as I please. Any business I haven't sorted out by the time you're going home, I'll just pop back in a couple of hours. I sent you a message on Discord the other day and got no reply. Oh, right, yeah. For some reason I'm not getting Discord notifications on my phone. It's weird. I keep missing a bunch of them. Strange. What did you say? I mean, I could suppose I could check, but you know. Hang on. Let me just go and like I don't even. Here we go. Hang on. Oh, you said yo yo yo. Like I don't even get like the you know, normally you get like a 1 or whatever in like a red bubble. I don't even get that. I get some of them, but like literally, I think Vindex sent me a message earlier today and I didn't see it. Let's see. Actually, there was 2 like within literally like a minute of each other. Like one, he sent me a message. It didn't even give me a notification for it. And I sent him a message and then spotted he'd sent me one. I was like, oh, I didn't even get a notification. And then, like, literally, he sent me another message and then another one. And then there was another one after that I didn't get a notification for. What's the best place to message you? Thing is, it is probably Discord. Facebook? Do we have each other on Facebook? Because I get the notifications for that. I seem to be getting all of the notifications for that. Just seems my Discord's really buggy. It's weird. I genuinely don't know what's going on. It just started as like I didn't get phone notifications, and then after a while it was just like I just didn't get any notification, even on the app, like in the client itself. It's weird. But yeah, you know, if we got each other on Facebook, I think we do. I'm pretty sure we do. That would be like the next best place if Discord isn't working. Right. Forgive me, I now realise that I never asked you what business brought you here. Can I be of assistance? Oh, he's wondering why I'm here, not what my business is in general. We used to be. I mean, LP, I never removed you, so if we used to be like connected via Facebook, I never removed you, so you probably removed me, I'm guessing. I haven't done anything to my Facebook, so. Yeah, I think so. What I'll do is message you on Discord, but if I don't get a reply, I'll ping you on Facebook. Yeah, there you go. That's the best option, Streamspace. Like, Discord's probably like the first place I'm gonna like notice the message. But then, yeah, if you don't get a reply, then Facebook would be like the next best option. Like the thing is, LP, what you need to understand is I don't use Facebook itself. I use Messenger, Facebook Messenger, to talk to people. I say people like my mum, my sister. I'm really having to think. Who else do I talk to on it? I get PayPal notifications through Messenger. That's it. That's literally it. Like outside of that, I don't use Facebook at all. Like I don't post on Facebook. I don't read like story, like you know, timeline or whatever it's called on Facebook. I don't use it. So I wouldn't. I promise you, I've not removed you. I haven't removed anyone in like 8 years, 9 years. I probably haven't added anyone in like 8, 9 years either. But you know, like yeah. Alice said that, did she? Well, as you can see, I'm quite well right now. Unlike her, by the sound of it. Perhaps she might consider visiting Urianger next. We're going to Urianger before Thancred. Okay. Given his conversance with the idiosyncrasies of the Fae folk, I doubt it would be an issue, but a small part of me worries that they may not relinquish him willingly. As such, I would feel better if you were there to look in on our friend, assuming you have the time, of course. Yeah, of course, I can come back, Alpha No Bud. I'm golden. But yeah, this really does seem to be... These final quests of this patch really are just like, you know, bye-bye quests. I'm guessing then the final quest will be... actually going home. For some reason I had like a little mini stroke down when I was like, my brain just stopped working. It was like, wait, what would the final quest be? Yeah, final quest would be going home. The reason we're saying goodbye. So, Brainsmith, what's you said yo yo yo, was that what you sent me? What was what's up? Why do I get the feeling you have something in mind? Like, you know, coding wise. Why do I suspect that's what's going on? Now I'm wondering if maybe you sent me another message and my Discord just hasn't said anything. That would be annoying. Let me just here we go. See. Hold on. No. I went them tests. Oh, yeah, fair enough. I should really put like the thing is I really struggle to come up with like coding tests, but I need to actually sit down one day and actually come up with some decent coding tests, because you're not the only person to have asked for some. I know a guy at work who is like, he really does not get on with C#. Like, he's amazing at JavaScript and React. Like, don't get me wrong, he's brilliant at that. He's like probably the best of us on that. But when it comes to C#, nah. He, like, the simplest things really, like, he struggles with. So I've been helping him a lot, with C# being like my main language. I've been helping him a lot, and so he was saying to me that he really does want to put some time into learning C#. He doesn't know where to start. He doesn't know how to get into it, sort of thing. He doesn't know what to do. Essentially, he wants some tests. He said to me that in the past he's looked into finding projects and stuff that he can use as a test bed, sort of like to play around with. But the problem is they're either too complicated, or he doesn't know how to fix them if they're broken or whatever. So, because he doesn't know the language that well. And so he was saying to me he would love it if there was like an actual like project out there, like a bunch or a collection of projects out there that were designed to teach you how to fix problems in C# and how to use the programming language. And I thought it was really cool. And to be honest, it's something that I had tried doing back at Fujitsu. It was back when Martin wanted to expand the team and get more agents upstairs and doing some programming. So he asked me and Lee to essentially come up with a bunch of testing projects that you know people could like go into, and it would teach them the basics essentially. Like, you know, it might be that a variable is of the wrong type and you just have to switch it. You know, you have to change it from like a string to an integer, and then all of a sudden the code works. Or, you know, maybe there's an if statement that's flipped and you actually need to flip it back, or these kind of things. Really simple stuff, but in a way that is intended to teach you that, instead of it being an accidental mistake that you could spend 4 hours looking for and not find it, if you know what I mean. Like, it would be an obvious thing that you would learn from. And I made one project, and it was the simplest thing in the world. It would not have taught you barely anything. It was so basic. And after doing that, I remember thinking, there's no way we're going to be able to do this, because it is so hard to break projects in an intentionally simple way and have that be a good teaching exercise. It's really hard. It's not impossible, which is why I said I actually need to spend some time and sit there and plan something out, but Jesus. Anyway, let's do the funny voice. Ha! That I should have the pleasure of welcoming a guest, even as mine own occupation draweth to a close. What bringeth thee hither, my friend? So thou wouldst grant the Exarch a final tour of the realm which hath been his home these 100 years. A noble jester. As for Master Alphino's concerns, thou mayest rest assured that all is well here. Far from detaining me, our Fae friends have agreed to assist in the transportation of those tomes unto the Cabinet of Curiosity. Naught more remaineth to be done. Regardless, 'tis well that thou didst come, for I had been meaning to show something to thee. Please tell me it's a voice scene. Please tell me it's a voice cutscene. I don't want to do a whole scene in this voice. I had to do the same for interviews. We would give them an HTML document that wasn't rendering correctly, asking them to fix it. Felt kind of scummy telling people to prove themselves. Well, no, I get that. I get that you have to get people to prove themselves. Like, at the end of the day, a lot of software dev jobs, they pay quite a bit of money. So you need to, like, I think what it is a lot of companies, once you get over a certain payment threshold, like over a certain salary, you then start after proving yourself. For example, at my job, I did have to prove myself. Like, I didn't enter my role as a junior. I entered it as a mid-level, which meant I had to prove that I wasn't some fresh-faced kid that has been programming for a week, you know? I had to, you know, I was given an assignment, like a concept. I was given, yeah, essentially I was given a task. I was given a task to create something, a specific something, and I did, and sent it off, and, you know, the guy who owned the company was like, because it's a small company, so he was doing the interviews. Yeah, he liked it, so I got the call back, and yeah. But I do know that there are junior positions in the company I work for where they don't have to prove themselves. So yeah, essentially. Even if you set me a project to make something, I just need some form of guidelines, I'm guessing that is, or tell me what courses to look for on Udemy, etc. I just want to prove to you that I can do it, so I can get a job with you. This is what I need. Yeah. So in terms of the junior jobs, he's not. I don't believe he's looking for any more juniors at the minute, because we've got so many people who can do React and all of the stuff that you could come in as a junior on. Like, you couldn't come in as a back-end developer as a junior. It's not. Yeah. So I don't think you could. I don't think you would. Yeah. With how the back-end systems work, I could not. It's definitely not a junior thing. Having said that, and that's what he needs. He needs more back-end developers, C# developers. Having said that, yeah, I could put some time into it. I might even stream it. Oh, that could be fun. Get some input from chat. Get some input from you guys. You know, stream it. Coming up with like a plan, like how you can put together a project that is broken intentionally in a way that isn't complex and convoluted, that could be fixed with relative ease, essentially. I meant I need what they asked you to do. Oh. No, okay, tell you what. Alright, that's fair enough. Fair enough. I'll give you the same task I was given. I was given the task of creating a web-based to-do list. A web-based to-do... Yeah, web-based to-do list. You need to be able to check things, add things onto the to-do list, check things off as complete. It needs to save between... Well, I guess it doesn't need to save between uses. It would be ideal, but... Yeah. But there you go. There's a task for you. Create a web-based to-do list where you can add and remove things on the to-do list and check things off. Like, as in, mark them as complete. Can you Discord me it? Discord you what? Discord you what? I wasn't given anything. I wasn't given anything to base it off of. I was just given this task, and I had to start from scratch. Oh, I can share with you what I submitted, but then you have the answer. Then you don't have to do the test anymore. Does C# rely on indents? Not really, no. No, you could do C# all in one line without any indents. You could do you could just remove all indents from C#, yeah. Python, I know, is Python, isn't it? Python's pretty indent heavy, isn't it? That is... Was it Python I was working with recently? I was working with a language, like, literally, like, less than 2 weeks ago, which relied on indents. I'll tell you what, hang on a sec, hang on. It might have been Python. I don't know if it was actually Python that I was working with. Yeah, but I'm on mobile and just need it written down somewhere. Oh, I see. You want me to... Okay, yeah. I can Discord you the task. Yeah. Go. You can do. I'll also write this as well, but yeah. There we go. You can do it in any language you want. It just needs to be web compatible. Also, in regards to the game, is it nearly ending? when you say nearly end, what do you mean by nearly ending? As in, like, am I going to be coming off the game soon, or do you mean as in, am I getting to the end of the game? If you mean am I getting to the end of the game, ish, kind of. I'm like 20 quests off. Yeah, I'm like 20 quests off completing this expansion completely. But then they literally released a brand new expansion just over a month ago, which I haven't started yet. So, in regards to am I ending the game soon, as in am I going to stop streaming the game soon? No, probably not for another hour and a half, maybe 2. We'll see. Right. So Urianji's telling us what he's doing here and how the Fae folk are going to help us, right? An object I chanced to find after the victory over Elidibus. He's here to find an object after we fought Elidibus. Okay. Oh no, he's giving me an object, I think. Thou it hath lost its radiance. 'Tis unmarkably a crystal of light, one that did in all likelihood once belong to Ardbert. Having been interred with his body, it would have remained upon his person after his possession by Elidibus. And when his mortal form was, forgive mine indelicacy, consumed by thy foe to fuel his transformation, I posit that the crystal did tumble free. I mean, near the end of the game, was wondering when you was coming to RS. Yeah, so this is the thing. Like me and Vindex have been talking. Well, we were talking, I think, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, about me coming back to RS, because I sent him a message saying, I think I said, oh, I'm really feeling like coming back to OSRS. And he was like, oh, you should, and then I never actually followed through with it. Because I had that urge to play it, but then it was gone after a day, so. But having said that, I'm sure I will end up coming back to it soon. I'm max on RS3 now. Yeah. Problem with RS3 is it didn't really grip me. I'm going to be honest. It just didn't. But then I suppose you could say OSRS doesn't really grip me either. But I would say I prefer OSRS, to be honest. OSRS Leagues is about to come out. I don't know what that is. Is it good? I don't know. Save that which doth abide in thee. It is all that remaineth of thy friend. And if thou art willing, I would have thee deliver it unto Setter. I can think of no worthier recipient than he, and no more fitting bearer than thee. As ever thou wilt find the Amaro and Walletdorf. My thanks, Sunbucks. Awesome, so we've got to take this crystal to Seto. That's nice. The lore is so much better in RS3. Isn't that just because it's newer, though? Like, they've had more time to flesh it out. Although I haven't said that. I guess lore-wise, did OSRS and RS3 essentially split and become their own timelines, I guess? How does that work lore-wise? How does OSRS and RS3 fit together lore-wise? Because I know that they, at the point at which RS3 came out, isn't the lore the same? As in, all of the lore before RS3, isn't that the same for both games? Yeah. So is that, yeah, as in like the lore's the same and then it splits? If so, that's cool. I think that's pretty cool. I guess the alternative would be that OSRS's lore kind of stopped and then RS3 continued. But I don't know. They have the same original gods. Oh, okay. Did I overshoot? No, I didn't go far enough. Here we go. Here he is. Oh, please don't make me voice the sky. Although I will admit, I was real close with Sato. I think it's just a different octave. I think Sato was like an octave higher than my voice. I gave him quite a deep voice. But I think I got the gravelliness just right. Jumping on another call. Be back later. No worries, LP. No worries. Hope the call goes well. OSRS has done some of its own content. Yeah, okay. So it does it have its own unique lore then, separate from RS3? I'm guessing. Yeah, I would imagine that when RS3 came out, they split and OSRS still kept building, right? They still did more lore building. Yah, full glad am I to see you safe and well. Rumours spoke of strange spectral foes bent on your destruction. But with the sky returned to normal, I assume all is well again. So, to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? It's basic in my opinion. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. Tell you what, there is a certain game out there that has really good lore. Is it going to be voices soon? That game's World of Warcraft. It's got really good lore. Massive. I swear this guy's voice was higher than what I just did. Is it going to glow? No.
Is that Ardbert's crystal?
Is that how I remember his voice being? Yeah, it is a bit higher than that, yeah. See, it's kind of high.
So it is. It has changed, but I would know it anywhere. However, did you come by it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure last time when the very first time we met this guy, I basically gave him the exact same voice you hear in here. Just, I did it as quite a low voice because I thought he'd have a low voice. But it was like a bit gravelly. So our Osiris was found on an old disc. So they took it back to a time when a lot of stuff hadn't been changed. And then Osiris decided not to copy RS3. Oh, you mean the development team found an old backup essentially, like of Osiris from, you know, back before certain things happened. Yeah, back to a time when a lot of stuff hadn't been changed, and then Osiris decided not to copy RS3. But the thing is, EOC is what killed RS3. But they've made it good now, so literally everything is better than Osiris now. Is it? Is it? What do they do to make EOC better? Because that was Evolution of Combat, wasn't it? That is, from what I understand, that is the point at which Osiris, back when it was just RS, became RS3. Is that right? Or became what RS3 is. That from the point RS3 launched, I guess. Yeah. Kind of. Is it going to glow? Come on, Ardbert, touch it. I just realised Ardbert's with us now, so never mind. I completely, like, I keep forgetting we merged with them. So he's literally inside our head. I guess, does that mean?
Then, even in death, his enemies found a way to profit from his sacrifice. Oh, it grieves me to think of his body being used for evil ends.
I think I might have mentioned this last time we heard this guy talk, but I'm pretty sure his voice sounds very similar to the dragon in what is it? It's that dragon dog creature from some movie, Neverending Story. That's the one. I don't know, for some reason his voice reminds me of a voice from that movie. Sorry, Louise came in so I couldn't hear you. I was just saying, like, what is it about EOC? What have they fixed about EOC since RS3's come out? Like, what have they done to it to make it better?
But thanks to you, his honor is restored, and he may finally find peace.
Yeah, Neverending Story's good. It's been a long time since I watched it, but yeah, it's a good movie. If I remember correctly, didn't they make a second one, but it wasn't as good? I'm pretty sure they made a second one, which just wasn't all that great. Or was it the third one? Did they make a third one that wasn't any good?
No words can express my gratitude. I will keep this crystal safe to the end of my days.
Oh, that's nice, Seto. That's nice.
Rest easy, my friend. You have earned it.
Didn't we also give Seto a medallion or something that belonged to Ardbert, like, way back at the beginning? The first time we met him. Pretty sure we did. Oh, here we go. Tell me, does anything strike you as different about myself? Oh, wait, yeah, because can't the Amaro sense the Aether or something? Sense your soul.
Your soul?
The bar can be used automatically now. You get access to 15 bars, and there's just a lot of knowledge on either AFK setups or best DOS Oh, DPS. I was going to say, what's DOS? DPS guides. Okay. So the bar can be used automatically now. What bar? I'm going to be honest. I have no idea what EOC did. I don't know how RS3, like the EOC update, changed RS. I have seen a video about it, and I did watch a video on YouTube, like, I don't know, like a year ago now, about how RS got split and how, you know, people hated the EOC update and, you know, what it did to the game. But I'll be honest, it was a long time ago. I've forgotten. What was it that EOC did to destroy? Not destroy, but, you know, what is it that EOC did that people really hated? And how does that relating to this bar that can be used automatically? Is it that they just made it so combat wasn't automatic and it was spell-based, kind of like how MMOs are? Or evolution of combat changed it so the standard attack on OSRS to abilities. Oh, okay, yeah. So as in like other MMOs, like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 abilities sort of thing. I'm guessing. Yes, go on, Seto. Our soul. How's our soul different? Oh, he's going to see Arbut. That was Arbut's shoes, weren't it? His booties.
Oh, how can this be?
Yeah, he sees Arbut.
Seto, my old friend. You've grown.
It's so weird. Like, this is weird because Arbut isn't physically here. This is obviously us. But he's probably speaking to us.
Ardbert, how I've missed you.
Aww.
I'm sorry I couldn't keep you safe or even console you. Had I only learned to speak sooner, I would have told you how much you meant to me, how much I cared.
Aww. Bless.
I knew. I always knew. But I'm happy to hear it nonetheless. Thank you, Seto. My partner in crime.
What happened to his body?
I see. His journey continues.
Because we know Elidibus inhabited his body. What happened to it? There must be a way we can return his soul to his body. Or maybe there probably would have been up until the point we absorbed him, but I suppose we needed to absorb him to kill Emmett.
Then
I don't know.
I will not yet bid him rest. With you, he may look forward to many more adventures.
Yeah.
It has been a while since last I flew. Perhaps I too will go on a little adventure? Ride the winds, seek the horizon? Yes, I think perhaps I will.
Nice. That's good. So, okay, so hold on a sec. So you said the bar can be used automatically now, so... So when you say the bar can be used automatically, I'm guessing you mean like these kind of hot bars here. Do you mean that the abilities are used automatically? Is that what you was getting at then, when you say the bar can be used automatically? You get access to 15 bars. I'm guessing that means you can assign... You got like 15 bars worth of abilities, as in, what I mean is you can have different hot bars of how you want them to be for different fights, I'm guessing. Like maybe certain fights you might use certain spells more than others, so you stick them like right at the start, as in like 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. And then other fights, they might not be used that much, so there's other spells which you want to have at the beginning, and I'm guessing that's what you get your 15 bars like for. Guessing. I don't know. Could be wrong. And then, yeah, when you say there's just a lot of knowledge on either AFK setups or best DPS guides, that kind of is something that's interesting, because I've noticed that with this. With Final Fantasy, I watched, I think I mentioned it yesterday, but I watched a video lately on how some of the harder fights in Final Fantasy have changed over the years. In that, back when Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn first came out, and you fought Ifrit for the first time in the story, that fight used to take like 3.5 minutes, whereas now it's like 30 seconds long. Like, and I don't mean like an endgame player like me going back and redoing the fight. I mean, these days, brand new players who join the game and do that fight for the first time, it takes 30 seconds. Doesn't really take much longer. Like 50 seconds at most, kind of thing. And then you've got like the very end game boss fight against the Ultimate Weapon. Used to take 5.5 minutes back when it first came out. Now it takes 50 seconds. Like 50, 60 seconds to do. Again, for new players who have just seen that fight for the first time, 50 seconds. And it's because like techniques have been found and players have ways of doing it quicker. And okay, when I say new players, I guess that maybe isn't necessarily true. If you've got a party of brand new players, they probably would take a little bit longer to kill it. But what I mean is, like, me as a new player, like me as an existing player, could go and make a new character and do that fight for the first time on that character. I'm under geared, low level, but I know the techniques, I know the fight, so it's a lot easier to kill it. And I think that's true of like a lot of games, to be honest. Exactly, yeah. And I think that's probably like that's exactly how it is over there as well. Then, in that, you know, it's been optimized. And so I do think that probably way back when Evolution of Combat happened, people were probably a bit too quick to judge. But yeah. Yeah, you can set up one bar to be used automatically. It's called Revolution. Okay. So this one bar that gets used automatically, does it just cycle through the abilities, or does it... Yeah, I imagine that's how it works. Can you tell it to do them in a certain order? Which I guess you would just put them in 1 to 0 or whatever, 1 to that equals. I don't know. Urianger, talk to me. Ah, thou art returned. Tell me, how did Seto receive thine offering? A little Nanamo climbing up my shoulder. Remarkable. 'Twas fated that thou shouldst be the one to undertake this task, I think. As Ardbird liveth on in thee, so too shall he and his comrades live on in the heart of the people of Norvrand. And their tale, now rightly told, shall inspire new warriors of light for generations to come. Aww. Right, on to the next one. On to the Oh, I get a present for this one. Now, assuming thou intendest to continue thy tour, might I suggest Slitherborough as thy next destination? Yeah. The task of tidying up one's abode is seldom light work, yet I suspect Ustola's is heavier than most. Suffice it to say, a pair of helping hands might not go amiss. I helped her clean before. I helped mop the floor. I didn't actually. I just helped her gather the materials to mop the floor, namely the mop. And then she did a spell on it and it started mopping automatically. Each ability will have a cooldown. And some will require adrenaline. I'll have to stream some soon to show you. Yeah, fair enough. Because I mean, I'm not quite following. I think I get it, but I can only assume it cycles through them. As in, like, this revolution thing will go through 1 all the way up to equals. Well, from 1 all the way up to equals, and only obviously cast the spells. I'm guessing it doesn't. Like, if it cast 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's only spells in 1 and 4, it's probably not going to do in 2 and 3, is it? It's going to do 1, 4. Anyway, that's a coding thing. Yeah, I'm guessing it goes 1 to equals and then repeats. But yeah, you'll have to stream it and you'll have to show me, won't you? And what is this? Have you come to spy on me? I have, yes. Why is it so warm? Oh, it's horrible. Does Urianger truly think me so slovenly? The nerve. Loath am I to disappoint. I put my affairs in order some time ago. I've even bade my farewells. To everyone save Runar, that is. He's nowhere to be seen. Oh, cutscene. You get to customize the keys, but yeah. Oh, as in what? As in, like, you can tell it to do 1, 4, 3, 5, 6, 2, 7 sort of thing, or is that what you mean, or?
Master Matoya.
Oh, hello. Oh. I'd laugh if he called it by a real name. That would be dodgy. But
For too long I have remained silent, but no longer. I could not bear it if you were to leave. Please, stay. I beg of you.
I don't think he knows she's dead if she stays. She can't. She will literally die. She's probably got less than 24 hours left.
Runar, please.
She literally collapsed last stream.
I jest.
QWERTY.
At least in part. What I came to say is this.
QWERTY and Shift QWERTY is what people use. Oh, oh yeah, because people move with click. I forget. Yeah, it's not WASD. Shift and Control. Okay, so you get 3 bars essentially. What you're saying. You got QWERTY, Shift QWERTY, and then Control QWERTY. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think, to be honest, Control, Shift, and Alt are like always the modifiers when it comes to the hotbar. Like me, my bars are 1 to equals, then Control 1 to equals, Shift Control 1 to equals, and Alt 1 to equals. Yeah.
Thank you. Without your wisdom, your strength, and your kindness to guide us, our people would still be lost.
There's a lot more than that. Oh, a lot more than just Shift and Control. Do they also use things like, well, I'm guessing Alt, maybe I don't know, it's like left and right Shift separate, left and right Control separate. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I get the feeling with a game like RuneScape, where pretty much everything's done with your mouse and right-clicking and stuff like that. I imagine pretty much the entire keyboard is mappable, like to abilities and stuff like that. Obviously, you got to have keybinds for like inventory and you know, skills and options menu, whatnot, world switcher, whatever. But outside of those like 12 functions, which you could actually map to F1 to F12. Come to think of it, yeah. Other than those ones, I imagine the whole keyboard's just like remappable. That's pretty cool. I'm going to be honest, that's pretty decent game design. To have it be
We will never forget you,
mappable, you know?
Master Matoya. Wherever your journeys may take you, you will always be in our hearts.
Do you know, one of my favourite things I found out about a keyboard was that I think there's 30 F keys. You know, the F1 to 12 along the top of your keyboard. It doesn't stop at 12. Although you only get 12 on your keyboard, I think there's something like, at least on Windows, there's something like, there's then 13, or maybe is it 24? It might be 24. I think there's like 24 F keys, which I thought was whack. I thought that was mental when I found that one out. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
And you in mine.
I think the reason I found that out was because there's a Stream Deck plugin you can get that lets you map a Stream Deck button to a key on the keyboard. Or it might even be part of the Stream Deck itself, I don't know. But it was really cool because there was a guide basically telling you how you can like go even further with your like your hotbars essentially, and it was basically saying how you can just use a Stream Deck to like map to the F13 and on keys, and just there you go. All you do is once you've mapped it on there, you open up the game, you go into keybinds, find the spell or whatever it is you want to map to that, and just hit the button on the Stream Deck, and it'll register it as a valid key. It's great. I want to make my own peripheral. Yeah, imagine that, and you could just map your peripheral buttons to the F13 and onwards keys.
Remember that your people's journey, that our people's journey, is yet ongoing. Your lives will change, and so too will your dreams. Yet come what may, you need not forsake your time-honored traditions, nor less your beliefs.
But yeah, I just gonna quickly Google it actually, just because I'm really curious as to how many there are. Function keys. Because I know there is obviously only 12 hardware ones. Oh my god, can you Chrome? Yeah, there are only 12, but I just want to know how many. There's 12 physical ones, and how many are there software-wise? Right, so apparently, wow, apparently there was a that's not a keyboard, surely. Well, apparently there was a keyboard in 1965 that had 13 function keys, F keys. It was 10, so there was 10 in a keyboard on a... Well, there was 10 on the calculator. Okay, apparently there was 10 on the calculator in 71. Okay, this page is useless. No, okay. Jesus Christ. How many? I just want to know how many there are. It says 12. No, there aren't 12. I know there's not 12. Function keys F13. Is it F13 to 20? Is there 24? Wait, what? Is that still valid? Oh, hold on a second. Oh, apparently you can use F13 to 24 on a regular keyboard. You just have to hold shift. I genuinely didn't know that. Is that... Yeah, you see, it looks like on modern day systems is 24. Modern day systems that use keyboards that have F1 to 12, there are 24 total, 13 to 24 being non-physical. Just trying to see if if other people have said about holding shift. No one, I can't seem to find anything about holding shift. That's really interesting. Do you know what? I might test it in a sec. I'm going to test it in a second. I'm going to, after this cutscene, we're going into the settings. We're going to try and hold, we're going to do shift F1.
But neither should you be beholden to them. For it was with curiosity and courage that the Knights Blessed first triumphed over adversity. New knowledge and new wisdom are ever worthy of pursuit.
Indeed they are. And so, until we return to the Sunless Sea, we shall endeavor to live our lives to the fullest.
Good.
That is well. But however great your strides, there may yet come a day when the challenges you face cannot be surmounted alone. On such a day...
Is she going to tell them to reach out to the opposing clans?
On such a day?
You may call on me.
So ominous.
Since a means to travel between worlds exists, you can be sure I will find a way to employ it.
He probably is the only one out of all of us who, like, other than me, who could then travel between worlds, being so highly
And there
tuned in the
remains
Aether.
so many mysteries here that want for solving.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she finds a way.
Master Matoya!
Runar, really?
I love how he literally treats her like a cat. Oh, I know she's a Mikote. Mitoke? But come on. Yeah, here we go. Let's just do a bit of testing. Keybind, let's find... Do I have an F1 already? Because I don't really want to... Yes, I do. Okay, it kind of just comes up as F1. Okay, tell you what. Another test. Okay. It just comes up as Shift F1. Let me just pull up my Stream Deck. We're going to go one step further. I'm actually going to map a key. This one here. Trying to find somewhere to put it. Here we go, that'll be good. This is interesting. System... Is it hotkey I'm looking for? Oh, no, don't... F keys. Yes, here we go, F13. Good. That's what we want. Ah, commands cannot be assigned to that key. Shoot. Alright, so Final Fantasy XIV doesn't support it. That's so weird because I literally watched a video about Final Fantasy XIV saying, oh, you should do this on Final Fantasy XIV. It works. Bugger. Alright, well, whatever. Didn't want to do that anyway. That's so annoying. Yeah, discard all. Okay. Honestly, he's a boy in the body of a man. Anyway, it is time we head back to the Crystarium, shall we? Ooh. You still have that look. You still have to take the Exarch to Nabatharang. I see. Very well. You can look on and Thancred while you're about it. His will be a difficult farewell. I'm sure he would appreciate your support. The path goes through Twine. If you wait there, you are like to meet him on the way back, if not before. Okay, I can meet him at Twine. But yeah. But Mountain Knight was like probably pointless. Magnus, that's the bloke. Yesterday when we was in that dungeon, I was wondering what his name was. I forgot. Anyway, Magnus, how you doing? Alright, I've got to do his voice, haven't I? Hey, you too? What's this? My bloody name day? I see, I see. Yes, Thancred was here. And Reen too. They said they wanted to go to Nabatharang, so we gave them use of the trolley. That's right, the old girl's up and running again, but we didn't just put her back together, mind you. No, with a bit of help from Master Chai, we made her faster. And stronger. Oh yes, the future of trolleys is looking brighter than ever. Whisper it, but I reckon it might be time. Time to reach for the stars with the trolley to dwarf all trolleys. I knew he would start going on that trolley. The moment Magnus mentioned trolley, I was like, this is it. Jarek speaking up. If you ask me, we'd be better off making them smaller. That way they can fit in narrow shafts. But that's genius. Why didn't I think of that? Enough. You can daydream in your own time. In case you've forgotten, our priority is to have more working trolleys. That's why we turned to China's. By the way, not to make the one trolley we've got made for, to go faster. We need help getting a few Talos back in working order, see? We were out testing them when your airship came down, and as a matter of fact, you seem to have a habit of crashing things. I might have a habit of crashing things. We're back. Oh, thanks for the loan of the trolley. Sunbucks, what are you doing here? Don't tell me the others are waiting for us. That's a relief. At any rate, we've done what we came to do, which means I'm ready to leave. Or as ready as I'll ever be. Not to pry, but what's going on? You off somewhere? You could say that. And we telling them that's it. Adios amigos. So you're heading home. It's just a simple. I'm just a simple miner, and I don't know much about this world-traversing business. But the young lady here, she'll be looked after, will she? I'll be fine, thank you. I have a place to stay at the Crystarium, and don't want for anything. Besides which, I have no shortage of friends I can turn to. Friends like you lot. So please don't worry. I'll be fine, really. If you say so. It'd be a matter of life and death, I suppose you have... if it being a matter of life and death, I suppose you have to leave. But I, for one, would still be torn. If the choice were mine, I'm not sure I could bear to be parted from my family. No, but it's for the best. Rena's chosen to walk her own path, and she doesn't need me under her feet. Besides, I have my own responsibilities, and I wouldn't be setting a very good example if I neglected them. Perhaps not. Either way, I envy your... Either way, I envy your dilemma. I envy your... Really? Okay. Well then, young lady, if there's anything you need, anything at all, you have to call on us. It may surprise you, but we can do more than simply offer you trolley rides. Thank you, Magnus. Everyone. I do love Jarek. He's probably been one of my favourite little side characters on the expansion. He's just so upbeat and everything. Shall we then? Yeah, go on then. If you know where to visit, we can go back to the Crystarium together. Yeah, sounds like this is it. I get the feeling I'm going to have a chat with Thancred to end this quest, and then we're going to start the final quest of the patch. No, not yet. Okay. I would have thought that would be it for this quest. Apparently not. I'm interested to see how we kick Endwalker off, because once we complete the next quest, we are done with Shadowbringers, like completely, because we then be jump. These are the last two quests of 5.3, and then 5.4 is what kicks off Endwalker. So this is gonna be great. Oh, it's you. You're probably wondering why I'm not with the others. It's just I always knew that everyone would leave one day, and I had always hoped and prayed that we would find a way to send them home. But now that the time has come, I just feel lost and lonely. I don't want our last moments together to be sad. I want to hold myself together, just long enough to say things I need to say, but I'm not sure I can even do that. I'll be there with you. There we go, we'll say that. That's nice. Right. We're all good. Thank you, Sunbucks. I think we'll all feel braver with you around. Go on ahead and join the others. I'll be along after I've taken a few deep breaths. Okay. Oh, here we go. Now we turn it in. We turn it in with Thancred. I just thought we'd be turning it with Thancred back then. I get the feeling the next one's going to... Oh. Actually, we've spoken with everyone. Becklug's going to start the next quest. Or Oriange. Or Reen. Might not be Reen.
That's everyone then. We've all said what we needed to.
Even as we speak, Becklug undertaketh their final inspection of our spirit vessels. When thine own preparations for the journey are complete, thou art to present thyself in the ocular.
Will do. Don't you worry. Go on, Reen, you got to say your bit.
Everyone?
Yes.
I want to thank you all, on behalf of the First. You, and Minfilia, and the Exarch. Without each and every one of you guiding us, fighting for us, we wouldn't be standing here now. There wouldn't even be a here. And no words can express our gratitude.
Nice. I also like that she admitted that this world was useless and it took people from other worlds to come in and fix it. Aww.
We still have a lot to do. Countless trials to overcome. But if it ever seems too much, I'll think of our time together.
That reminds me, I need to check my speedruns.
The happy moments. And the sad. I will remember it all. And it will give me the strength to carry on without you.
It'd be very sad, isn't it?
Because you made me who I am. Minfilia. Reen. To honor these names and these memories, I will stand with all the people of this land and strive for a better tomorrow.
Thancred, I believe the honor of responding should rightfully be thine.
Yeah, no, I was wondering what, you know, whether Thancred was going to say anything. Is that it? Just there we go. Nice one, Thancred. You bastard.
I know better than most how much you've grown, and I have every confidence you'll make your people proud.
Aww.
Gods know I'm proud of you. I always will be. You deserve all the happiness in the world, and more.
Oh, it's all very sad, isn't it? Why can't they have a happy ending?
Might we also say a few words?
I love how they do the question marks, even though we know it's Lena.
Why, this is just about all of you.
I was thinking that. I was thinking it's the entire Crystarium.
To see you off seemed the least we could do. You risked your all for us, fought for a realm not your own. Before you came, we had never known the beauty of the night sky.
True. It's true.
Or the joy of your company.
Aw. Bless. They're all so kind.
Though it saddens us deeply to bid you farewell, it has ever been our way to send off friends with a smile.
You know, I'd love to know if we get Lena as a trust partner. That would be good. Because I know she's a dancer, and we are... I know the dancer's buff is it's definitely worth having.
Wherever your road should lead, we shall pray for your safety. And following your brave example, we shall continue to fight for the Crystarium.
Good. I like to hear.
With or without us, you've always taken good care of this city. I don't doubt for a moment you'll continue to do so.
Yeah.
Aye. A more resilient people we have never known.
I think that's the nicest thing Alice said this expansion.
As resilient and enduring as the tower that watches over you.
I'm still not...
To the last, we did not question the Exarch about his past. It is only now, when he can no longer tell us, that we believe we know the answer.
Oh?
We have heard what became of him, and what is about to be attempted.
So you know he's dead? See, this is what I'm wondering. Like, it's all very timey-wimey, dodgy. Like, if we go back and his memories merge with his past self, and we get his past self out of the tower, then that means that he will never stay locked in the tower, get unlocked 200 years in the future, only to then come back to 100 years in this world's past, which would then mean that he wouldn't have summoned us here, which means he didn't turn into a crystal. And are they going to lose him? Like, this is what really confuses me. I don't know.
All will be well. Of this we are certain.
It's like there's the two popular theories of time travel, isn't there? You got the like two popular, like, I don't want to say solutions, but the outcomes of the grandfather paradox is that, you know, the whole, if you go back and kill your grandfather, then, you know, you're never born essentially. Like, you know, if you kill your grandfather before he can conceive your parents, your dad, your mum, whatever, then you're never born. Which means you can't go back in time to kill your grandfather, which means you are born, but then you do go back. It's a paradox. So one of the, I guess, outcomes of it is that you fizzle, which is what we thought would happen with the Exarch. He thought he would fizzle, as in you just get erased from history if you change the past. The other outcome is you get a diverged timeline. But, like, it seems like they're going down a third route, which I'm not quite picking up on just yet, because he didn't fizzle. So if we then go back and we take him out of the tower with his memories of this world, that's a different timeline then, and we shouldn't be able to return back to this timeline. It's weird. I can't get over this timey stuff.
When every soul in the Crystarium is praying for it with all their heart. And so, when our Lord awakens, I bid you give him a message.
See, look, they're expecting us to go and wake him up. 300 years in the past.
Tell him he needn't worry about us.
He won't. He will know. Yeah,
that
this
he
is
need
stupid.
no longer hide who he truly is. That he should live his own life to the fullest.
Yeah, it'll be 300 years in the past for him, but he will have the memories that he had today. Jesus.
And that if he should ever find himself reminiscing on the past with a smile, we shall be smiling with him.
It's all very sad. I really hope they don't do this timey-wimey, you know, dodgy stuff in Endwalker. That's going to be so confusing, so hard to follow.
Will you tell him this?
Yeah, we'll pass the message on. I'll think about it. Word for word. There we go. Could you say it again? I didn't write it down. Oh.
Thank you. Please look after him for us.
Luna. I don't think I need to. For he is a multi-rolled character. He can heal, tank, and DPS.
I dare say we have all the good wishes we can carry. Let us be on our way.
Maybe not all at once, but he can. He can do all of it. He's great. He's rolled multiple jobs. Having said that, a lot of these characters we've got here, they can do multiple jobs as well. I don't think Istola has changed at all. Dankred was a ninja and is now a gunblade. He was DPS, now he's tank. Uriange, I have no idea what he was before, but now he's an astrologer. He may have been an astrologer before. What's his face? Alphano was a... It is a summoner, scholar, and he is, or maybe he's a summoner. I'm not sure, but he's becoming. He will soon become a sage in Endwalker. I'm looking forward to that. Xenos was a samurai. He rolls as a. He'll be rolling as a one of these, a Reaper in Endwalker. Right, reflection in crystal. Her heart laid bare, Reen appears to be at peace again. I don't know what Filia was actually. Didn't really see Minfilia in much combat. Well, I suppose it's time. Are you ready, Sunbucks? Yeah, go on then. Alright, let's not keep the others waiting. This is it. This is us getting through to the source again. Hopefully returning them to their bodies. Are they gonna... How are they gonna go back? Are they gonna go back, like... Are they just gonna merge with their bodies? Because I'm pretty sure in some of the Endwalker trailer cinematics, they're wearing the old gear from this game. So does that follow through? Not sure. Oh, he's actually given us... he was giving us actual, like, unique dialogue, and I skipped through it. That's my bad. I'm sorry. Also, am I being an idiot here? I didn't... you know, there we go. Wait, when the hell did I get an ephemeral... ephemeral necromancer? I must have gotten that yesterday. That's another minion I didn't use. Oh, yeah, there we go. Despicable You. Oh, I've been waiting for that one. Obtained 50 minions. Yes. I got a title, Minion Collector. Nice. Right, Becklug. Ah, there you are. I take it you are ready for the journey? The spirit vessels are primed and our company complete. At a word from you, we shall begin. Upon beginning the soul imbuing ritual, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Yes, I know. Begin the soul imbuing ritual and return to the source of your comrades. Yes. Very good. I shall distribute the vessels at once. Yeah, it's literally the final quest of the patch. It's gonna be a long one. Probably looking at about 20-25 minutes. Oh, we're gonna take the Porksy with us. Does the pig come with us too?
All right then. Pray proceed as instructed, beginning with your memories.
I want the pig to come with us, please. Hold on a second. There's one guy here who can't do this. There we go. Oh, wait, what? No, I call shenanigans. What's he doing? He didn't have any etheric powers. That's shenanigans. No, plot hole. That's actually a genuine plot hole. He shouldn't be able to do that.
Is complete, and all appeareth to be in order.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm not accepting Thancred,
Well, that
though.
just leaves our souls, then.
I do want to know, though, how Thancred did that. Is that somehow related to the Familiar? Like, did the Familiar take Thancred's place, or... I don't know. It's not like Square Enix. It's not like the dev team to, you know...
We're in your hands, Angelo.
Oh, unless it's the Familiar doing it for all of them. And that's probably it. That's probably it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I think the Familiar's doing it from all that. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, okay. And actually, now that I think about it, yeah, no, I'm remembering back to a previous quest we did like 3 weeks ago, where they explained it, how this process works, and that the Familiar is required.
It is done! The vessels have received of both their memories and their souls!
I guess technically it was Alisei who did it for all of them, because the Familiar is only there to boost Alisei's etheric powers. So, yeah. Awesome! Success!
I hereby entrust them to your care. They belong to you now. Just be sure to guard them well, yes?
I think she had to use really careful wording there. They belong to you now. It's like, that's really important. I have to believe they are my possessions. I have to believe I own these scions.
Will work, won't it?
If I believe they are mine, yes. Because I can only bring with me what I believe to be mine.
Theories have held thus far.
Yeah.
But I make no promises about what is to come. Even the greatest mages in history knew better than to transport a soul across the rift. We, my dear, are in unknown territory.
Yeah, someone should have told Graha that before he did it to us.
Prepare as we might, we cannot account for all possibilities. And it is in such circumstances that accidents are wont to occur. Yet miracles do happen. So let us pray and will our friends home.
Yeah.
I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
Good.
All safely stowed away? I do hope so.
Yeah, I just shoved them in the belt. Oh no, we got rid of the belts. I shoved them in my boots.
All that remains then is to step into the mirror. Go now, and safe travels.
Here goes nothing. Aw, we even get the music. Oh, there we go. The question is, will we need to do anything to them? Or will they literally just wake up? I guess we're about to find out. Do you know, I'm going to be honest, I completely forgotten that guy existed. The guy who was sat in the, in the distance. He's from the Around Reborn days. I've forgotten his name. He's a mage though. Him and Hoary Boulder tend to go hand in hand. Hoary Boulder we've seen quite recently actually. We saw him like, I don't know, a couple weeks back. And actually I suppose we did see the Green Robe Mage a couple weeks back, but it was more of a cameo, you know, he turned up for like 2 seconds, whereas Hoary Boulder, he has some proper lines. Right, here we go. The question is, if we walk through that door, are they going to be sitting up? Or did Kral have to do something? Kral may have to do something. She might have to take the crystal and... Okay, yeah, she's got to do something. That would have been so cool if they'd just woken up. Like, we opened the door and we've seen them just sat on the beds like, you know, oh, I've got a bit of a headache, you know? Here we go. This is it. It's going to be so weird for them. It's been years for them. I guess one could say, actually, that they are now... Again, timey-wimey stuff. They are now older than they actually are. It's so weird. Seems to be working. So far, so good. Well, even Thancred's taken hold. You know. Oh. We see movement. There are eyes.
Did it? Are we?
Do you recognize the Rolling Stones? There we go. Ooh. I would be intrigued to see if this fixes Thancred's Aether problem. That would be interesting. It'd be a bit of a what, you know...
Oh, you're back. You're back. You're all back.
It would be one of those things, you know, retcon, that's the one. It'd be a bit of an unnecessary retcon if you ask me, but it'd be interesting.
Thank
I
you.
suppose...
My body feels like a sack of potatoes. But otherwise,
The
I've never felt
potos.
better.
I suppose the only way of like them retconning it was if she was no longer blind as well.
Said, I doubt any of us will be fit to travel for some while. May we leave the rest to you?
Rest. Oh, you mean Exarch? Yeah. Yeah.
The vessel beareth our comrade's blood. With it in thy possession, the way will surely open before thee.
Did we tell Kryl or Tataru?
What? But you've only just got
We didn't.
here.
We didn't. Okay. So this is really weird. So
Tataru, might I trouble you to brew us all a pot of your special tea?
I'm really confused.
Ah, and we may require an extra cup.
Yeah, she doesn't know. Okay. I think he knew all along this was going to happen. Yeah, I think he knew all along that this would happen and that he
Yours
wouldn't.
is a long road, my friend.
Yeah,
and
he
it
wouldn't
stretches onto places
survive.
beyond imagining.
Like, I knew that he wouldn't. I think he knew
With
killing
your
Emmett
every
wouldn't do
step,
anything. Yeah.
These grand adventures shall grow more distant and faint.
Because if we need his blood to open
And
the
there may come a day
tower,
when you forget the faces and voices of those you have met along the way.
yeah, if we need his blood to open the tower, how would we have gotten to
On
him
that
before?
day, I bid you remember this.
We
That
wouldn't
no
have been
matter
able to.
how far your journey may take you, you stand where you stand by virtue of the road you walked to get there.
Oh, you also kept the crystal, Azim's crystal.
For in times of hardship, when you fear you cannot go on, the joy you have known, the pain you have felt, the prayers you have whispered and answered, they shall ever be your strength and your comfort.
Here we go. Yeah, how would we have gotten in? Right, where is he? The last time we saw him, he shut the doors on us, hit when we were stood here. Way back at the beginning. We were level 50, fair
This
enough.
I hope. I believe. Here at memory's end.
But story-wise, this was like right at the start, base game before Heavensward. Well, maybe. No, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, yeah, the Crystal Tower was definitely pre-Heavensward. It just wasn't enforced until Shadowbringers launched. That's right. Yeah, it wasn't a mandatory part of the story. It was a sideline sort of thing. Oh, hydrate. Okay then. Dagshan. That book that he's reading just have the same. Oh no, I
What
took
is it,
that
Lizzie?
symbol on it.
Are you all right? Do you still feel under the weather?
I thought the symbol was the crystal we had, but I don't
Physically,
think
I
it is.
couldn't be better. Thanks to Kryle's ministrations, I'm already looking forward to our next fight. But seriously, don't you have anything to say about that?
About what? What's that? Oh, they got their gear back. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Oh, I really do like Tancred's Gunblade. Like, he's not physically his Gunblade, but I like him as a Gunblade. A Gunbreaker, rather. Whatever it's called. I like his Gunbreaker class. Really
No
makes me want to play
less impressive than our
Gunbreaker.
garments. You've outdone yourself, Tataru.
Of course it was Tataru who made them.
To give credit where it's due, I had help from a certain fiery pixie who visited me in my dreams. They gave me all the information I needed to get the details just right.
Yeah, I'm sure
For
Faye
your
all came and
weapons, though,
visited.
I needed a lot more help. Thankfully, our favourite heads of state were happy to place their finest craftsmen at my exclusive disposal.
Ooh,
Oh,
very
and
nice.
speaking of the Alliance leaders, they all express their unreserved elation at your safe return, and promise to come and see you in person as soon as they can.
They really needn't have gone to such trouble. But we'll be keeping these gifts all the same. Do pass on our gratitude.
So what's with the Allagan teapot?
I realise we haven't taken up new martial arts, nor have I ever been one to set much store by appearances. But I can't help feeling a certain lack of, I don't know, personal development.
Well, Alice, that's because you've always been moody.
I quite understand. But as you observed, the others had the more pressing need. Rest assured, our turn will come.
Well, Avner, you've had your turn. Heaven's War, like the whole of Heaven's War was your development. Dude. But Alice has not, she's had like zero character development. She's always been this moody. Having said that, I am expecting a bit of character development.
If I expend any more ether, I swear I will blink out of existence. I need a bite to eat.
I am expecting a bit of character development for Alice and Endwalker. A little bit. Who else?
Tataru,
Orianjo would be good.
a cup of tea, if you would be so kind. And something sweet.
We've had a bit of Yustola's character development. Thancred, we've had a little bit as well.
Kryle's exhausted state. May I assume that the ward hath been restored?
To be honest, we've had a lot of character development. We've had a bit of character development for all the characters except Alice.
Indeed. We succeeded in weaving it anew, albeit at a slightly diminished potency than when I had Becklug's assistance.
Here he is.
It is no cause for concern, though. The tower is not easily reached, never mind breached. And even should some few succeed, their presence won't escape my notice.
Are we going to get to see the young him?
Excellent. Said duty thus discharged, thou art free to go wheresoever thy fancy taketh thee. Upon which note, hast thou perchance come to a decision? The offer remaineth open.
Is he becoming a scion?
Well,
that'd be cool.
If you're certain that's what you... I mean, if you think
Graha, really? Come on, join us. I like Graha. Or rather, I suppose I should say I like the Exarch, but it's the same character. Gnarly little ears. Let me see his face. There he is. He looks so weird without the...
I accept. Henceforth, I shall count myself a scion of the seventh dawn.
Without the grey hair.
At your service.
You know, without the grey hair and all the crystalline body, it's weird.
When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld. But, like a fool, seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short.
Uh-oh. News from Garlemald, I take it. Why was she holding his staff?
Hippogriffs!
Hippogriffs on the rampage! A giant flock of them! Please, we need help!
Oh, okay.
I could do with a little rampage myself.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Now wait just a...
Alice, calm down. No,
Here we go again.
yeah, I do like, kind of like Alice, even though she's a grumpy sod. I do kind of like her. She's like kind of the opposite of Alphinaud, but not really, if that makes sense. There are similarities, but there are parallels, but then they are very different. Alphinaud's usually calm and collected, he's the diplomat.
I will join the fray when I finished my tea.
Whereas Alice is very
the
rash and
avatar
stuff,
of
you know?
destruction descend, and in her wake leave naught but tears and ash.
Such a drama queen. Come on, Gra,
And then,
you know.
one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me. In the flesh.
Don't just stand there. You wanted to be a scion. Go fight the hippogriffs. Whoa, what are we doing? We don't know. Full damage is... No, just jump off. Why are they running down the stairs? Just do what Alice did. Full damage is like... It's fine. We got the health to survive it. Oh, here we go. Discard mode. Is it Xenos time? Yes. Why is he sat in the dark?
So it was that a new adventure began.
Xenos, did no one tell you? It harms the eyesight. At least put a lamp on, yeah? Is you gonna have the red eyes? No, not yet, okay.
The memory of a dying world's end. Night after night. And I thought it but a tired old dream.
Yeah, are we gonna finally find out who this guy is?
I say. I knew that securing the palace would provide your radiance with depressingly little sport, but that you should fall asleep out of boredom.
Who is he?
Splendid. Truly splendid. And my own preparations, you will be pleased to hear, proceed apace.
We know he's an Ascian, but he's not one of the originals. He's one of the, he's probably a red masked Ascian.
Oh, yes. They proceed very well indeed. Frighteningly so. And we owe it not least of all to this singularly useful body I chanced to find. With the Populares now all but destroyed, it will be the simplest of tasks to discredit their groundless assertions that I met with a grisly end.
Hold on a second. I think I know
And
who
as
he
the
is.
very much alive Lord of House Brutus, I have a vast fortune at my disposal.
I don't know what House Brutus is.
Money, 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 the great motivator. There is simply no better way to move men and expedite plans than with its alluring glint. Would you not agree?
I like this guy. No, I think I know who he is. I just don't know who this house is that he's a part of. But I think I know who he is. Like, we've seen him before.
Wait, were we not acquainted, you and I?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was the devotee. He was the Yotsuyu's brother. Yotsuyu's brother. There we go. I thought I recognised the voice.
Should our familiarity cause you distress, I beg your forgiveness.
I knew it. I don't know who the Ascian is, though. Who's inhabiting that body?
What did you say your name was?
Began with 5 letters, I forget. Oh,
a dagger through my heart,
Ah,
that my deepest desire should forever remain unfulfilled, to live unrecognized, to die forgotten.
this guy's so dramatic. It's great. Oh, what's with the
So
robe?
it goes. Whatever this flesh may have been before, It serves only as a vessel now.
Interesting.
And I, faithful Fandaniel, labor only to advance my lord's ambitions.
Fandaniel, I like it. But is he a red masked Ascian or a black masked Ascian? That's the question.
Speaking of which, with the palace in our hands, we may now proceed with the next phase of the plan.
I'm guessing red masked.
But how very odd. Despite all our havoc wreaking, old Elidibus did not deign to appear. Dare I hope that the last of the unsundered is gone?
Yes. Would be correct.
Imagine it! Bound no more by the shackles of mouldering memories of damnable duty, free at last to live for the moment!
This guy, Jesus. Yeah, so the red is just an Ascian thing. Like, the glowing part is just an Ascian thing.
Your radiance. But give the word, and I shall go forth and prepare for you your hunting ground.
I would imagine he's red. He would have had a red mask anyway. Like in his black robes, he would have like a physical, like an actual physical mask.
That which awaited was a fell beast.
Wow, that timing index, Jesus.
Ravenous. Remorseless.
That is a fell beast. I have risen. Interesting. Okay.
Do as you will.
I like this Fandaniel guy. He's insane, but I like him. But yeah, he got the right of it. Elidibus is dead. We killed him. Something tells me Fandaniel's going to be what triggers Endwalker.
It has been too long, my friend, and insufferably dull in your absence. When you return to me, you will share everything. Every blow will be a story unto itself. Every triumph, every kill. Rest assured, we shall have a fitting stage for our reunion. Oh yes, to reprise that transcendent moment, I will set this world ablaze. And we shall dance before the pyre.
Interesting. I thought his eyes would have glown red, but fair enough. Okay.
The beast shall kindle the flames of the apocalypse. Into its domain shall the hero set forth for the final chapter in the tale of this star.
There we go. Yeah, those are the words that bring us into Endwalker. Love it. I fell asleep before like 4ish. Did you look into modding rounds? I did. I have a mod project set up. I just haven't really. I don't have an actual mod file, but yeah, I know it's possible to do what I want. Yeah, I know it's possible to do the mod I want to make, the whole survivors mod, where like time-based, basically hide and seek and destroy, basically, where you have like a hunter that has to chase survivors, and the longer you survive for, obviously the better your score is, and at the end the person who survived for the longest time wins. You know, 5 rounds of each maybe, or maybe 3 rounds of each could be good. Don't know, we'd have to balance that. But I know it's possible, because it seems like they've got so much documentation and stuff for that kind of stuff, so that's great. Custom cards, that could be really cool. Maybe like a card that makes it so that you're faster. I know there are already speed boosting ones, but ones that don't necessarily impact your gun or anything. Because what I'm thinking is it won't, you know, you'll have someone who both players, or rather all players, like, because I'm thinking maybe we get this working with more than just 2 players, but all players don't have weapons. Like, none of the players have weapons. It's like based on touch. You have to like come into contact with a player to kill them, to, you know, And the longer you can go without coming into contact with the hunter, the longer, you know, the more points you get, basically. It's going to be great. But yeah, I'm thinking, like, at the end of each round, like, everyone gets to pick a card, including the hunter. The hunter obviously gets ones that will benefit them. So as in they move faster, maybe they jump further, they jump higher. Maybe when they use their block, it has a chance of slowing enemies within a certain radius, etc. I know quite a lot of the functionality is already in the game, but minus the DPS, the damage stuff. And then yeah, like the hunted would have, like the survivors would have, like, again, similar things, but maybe like they would have things that maybe makes them semi-invisible, so it's harder to see them. Maybe they have a teleport that teleports them to the other side of the arena, the map, whatever. Something along those lines. It's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to getting into that proper, but yeah. It also turns out that I've seen some of the custom maps they've made, and oh my god, you get maps that are massive. Like, I've seen some of the maps and they are huge. You know? Like 4 times larger than any of the maps we played earlier. So, you know, just want to give away in the guild, I want to see away. Did you really though? Did you? I doubt it. I very much doubt it. But yeah, no, it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to getting this round stuff sorted. I might even go as far as to mod it on stream maybe in a bit. I'll have to get used to the modding first, but that could be interesting because it's C#, it's Unity. So anyway, Graha. Ah, you're back. God, he looks so young as a young guy. I forgot how he dressed. This kind of, yeah, I think he's dressed in similar gear as to how he was right back at the start. He was just a ranger before, now he's got a star. Tell me, Sunbucks, do you think I was excessively familiar earlier in my tone and mannerism? I thought it better to be familiar than formal if we are to be comrades, but now I worry that it may have detracted from the gratitude and respect I harbour for everyone. Perhaps we might consider it a nod to my regrettably less than humble beginnings. Yes, that'll do. Being free to live as one pleases is not without its challenges. In a way, it was easier when I had a mission that consumed my every waking moment. It provided me with a focus, a constant push in a singular direction. By the way, was casting spells always so draining? I'd quite forgotten what it was like to do without the tower. I've rarely felt so exhausted or hungry. Yet, if all I did was bend the bow, I would be of limited use to your new adventures. So I shall persevere. Yeah, that's right, because he was a ranger before he was a hunter, archer, whatever it is. Yeah, archer. I guess bard. Would be the correct thing, because we were level 50 at the time. Whoever I might have been before, I am now a scion, an inexperienced scion at that. A green initiate, eager to learn how best to contribute to the cause. That he might follow in the footsteps of his inspiration. The question is, who's his inspiration? Is that me? Or is it his older self? Grahati is now available as a cross companion. Yes! Now I've got to check. I have to check this. Ooh. First of all, I want to check this achievement. Nice. Oh, sweet. We got another 3 achievements before Endwalker. Because I know that Death Unto Dawn is the final quest. The final quest of Shadowbringers. Like, literally the last quest of patch 5.55. The next quest after Death Unto Dawn is the first quest of Endwalker. So we've got another 3 quests left to do. I do just have to check. Because I want to know, is he still a catch-all? Avatars. Yes! Is he still an all-rounder? Epic stuff. I really also need to think about getting these guys up to level 80. Oh. Anyway, I would normally call it here, but what I'm thinking is we might do a couple of trials. I just kind of want to see if I can improve my times. I can't submit them, unfortunately, because I'm covering the chat, and that's the only place the time comes up. But I can still give them a go. What are we looking to beat? Speedrun.com. View profile. Pending actions. Unless they've approved it. No, they haven't. Both of them is 124. I've got to beat 124. Called it. It's a 2-hour stream. Yeah, I'm going to after a few fights. I love how you think a 2-hour stream's like a lot. Oh, bless. Oh god, I'm like butchering everything here. Oh my god, I'm. Oh, I was hoping. I was really hoping. Oh, that's not. Oh, that's not long enough. I see. I was really hoping that I would have been able to get an extra hit off there. Oh, took him down to 15. Nice. Ah, that was late. I think I missed that. I did. Shoot. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, okay. We literally skipped a phase. Love it. That's always great. I'm not even close yet. Lovely. But yeah, literally, I skipped a phase. That's good. I wanted to skip a phase, but I wanted to skip the previous phase. Okay. Lovely stuff. There we go. I think I cast that in time. Yes, 0 damage. That's what we want. There we go. What was that? Please don't be quicker than 120. Was it 124 my goal? Of course I would beat it. Yeah, I just beat my best time by 1 second. Best time 124, I just got a 123. Lovely. Gotta love that. I think you will love later game in RS3. Why? Why will I love later game? What about... Hang on, I want to see Titan. I will admit, Titan's a bit hit and miss. 56 seconds. I've got to beat 56 seconds. This is going to be a bit hit and miss because there's a phase I want to skip. I just have to be really... I have to use the right spells. If I use the wrong ultimate attack, I'll just miss the phase skip by like half a second. I feel like I'm going really slow. Am I just going really slow? I've also just realised I've kind of... Oh yeah, I've already butchered this. This is like... No. Avoid that. Actually, we might be alright. Because that felt very similar. Won't be hard. Only take them a week to get there. Yeah, a week to do next. AOD what? Come on. Jesus Christ. This, I'm not beating my 56-second time, but I did skip the phase. That's good. I guess that just goes to show I like... Oh god. Shoot. Yeah. Just goes to show I suppose I have actually managed to increase my damage. That's great. Yeah. 110. Yeah, 110. That is nowhere near my, what, 56 was it? Yeah, 56 seconds. No. Skip the phase. Still got a 110. I literally spent 14 seconds longer than I should have done. Which is funny because not skipping the phase, I think, only really adds like 25 seconds on. So, I love how you... Findex, I love how you say, won't be hard, only take them a week to get there. Wasn't you struggling? How long have you been playing yours? Wasn't you struggling with what, you know, some boss lately? Take you a while, would it? Oh. Right. Here we go. I'm now a bit more... Okay, that's fine. Okay, we're all good. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, shoot. I was really hoping to get one more attack. Oh, I still can actually. Oh, there we go. Nice. He didn't even get a chance to cast his like Weight of the Mountain or whatever it's called. I was making a joke that the fact that RS3 is easy escape. Oh, fair enough. Okay, now it's just hammer him. What's going on? Whoa, that was weird. For some reason, it didn't actually proc the attack then. I really need to get my skill speed up. I think that was 56 seconds. 58. I'm happy with the 58. I'm literally just playing some fights in a minute. Maybe if you're rich. I mean, Vindex is rich, isn't he? Okay, that's weird. What's going on? Stream still going? Looks like it. Yeah. That is so weird. What is happening? I've lost all sound. Okay. Very odd. Also lost all power on this end. Interesting. Discord. Oh, what's happening on Discord? Hello. My scythe. Ooh. Fair enough. That looks like a nice scythe. I like mine more though. Look at that. Yes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here because like I've seemed to have lost all power by the looks of it. Over here. Oh, hang on, no. Yeah, looks like I've lost all power over this end. So I'm going to call it there, and I'm going to look into some power problems. Like, everything else seems fine. Like, the internet's on. Yeah, the internet's fine. Lights are all on. No computers have gone off that shouldn't have. The mic still has power. I just, for some reason, have no power over that end. Weird. Yeah. I prefer my Christmas scythe. It's got to be the Aether scythe. Look at that. Pure light. Pure light. It is getting really warm in here. Oh my god, it is getting really hot. Anyway, yeah, so that's where I'm going to call it. Let me get my stream deck up. Here we go. Right. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. I will be live again tomorrow with Minecraft, where we're doing the torture points, where you will get to blow me up with TNT, plus the new redemptions, which are going to be Shockwave, where it creates a shockwave around me and pushes things back. Players and enemies and stuff, and cows, pigs, whatever. That won't destroy any blocks, won't deal any damage. Having said that, I do know from testing that it pushes people away from the ground up. So if there's someone stood literally right next to me, it will push them up into the air, and they will take full damage. Do you reckon Discord notification muted sound? No, like literally I can see the thing that transmits the sounds to the headphones is like it's not on. It's like turned off, and like I've got no power here. I can see some other things that are normally plugged in are all off. So literally I seem to have lost power somewhere. I will admit it's a bit janky here. Oh god. Monitor just flickered. Yeah, I will admit the power situation under my desk is a bit janky. I've got like 7 extenders all going off of each, like one after the other, so it's a bit janky. That's probably something gone weird there. Anyway, I'm gonna look into that. It happened exactly the same time. Oh really? Oh, fair enough. I don't know, but yeah, Shockwave for tomorrow is gonna be great. Like I said, pushes things outwards in like a explosion sort of trajectory, so it doesn't just push things out sideways. It's like a sphere that blows outwards. So if anyone stood right on top of me, like right with me, they will get pushed up and away, and they may take full damage, but I think it's like half a heart. Either way, it's going to be good fun. There's the fireworks. That's going to be great. New redemption, so you can set off fireworks around me, multiple shapes and colours. I haven't decided what shapes and colours we're going to have yet, but it should be fun. And then there's the final thing, which is like a little secret thing that I've set up specifically for a certain player on the server, but that's a surprise for tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna hydrate for Streamless because it's getting really warm here and I can't see the temperature. A Dankeschön. But yes, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. I'll see everyone tomorrow for Minecraft. For those of you who want to torture me, Final Fantasy again on Saturday, where we're going to jump into... That's the point. I better progress that. There we go. Jump into 5.4, which is the start of pre-Endwalker preparation.